Hi and welcome all, high or low, butcher baker, tall or small. I am Grimnir and this is the Grimnir Gate, playing Lord of the Rings Online, episode 49, and we continue with the Rime of the Dwarven Mariners, book 2 in Swanfleet. SIC'EM, Whimpers! Okay, we met Boromir in the ruins of Tharbad last time. He seems to be...
Hail, friend, if friend you be.
A friend, of course. Long way from his homeland in Gondor, and we will help him.
Boromir is my name, and I've come from Minas Tirith by a long road on an urgent errand.
Okay, so the crossing of the river proved treacherous, and he was forced to abandon his steed. He ran afoul of orcs among the ruins, and one of their cowardly thieves stole his pack. So he needs to recover it before he can resume his quest. And who do you think will give him a hand with this? Let's check out what he will give us in exchange. Yeah. Okay. Pocket item. Nice. Let's do it then. We can give him a hand. He's got something nice to give us in return. Going with the DPS here, Grimris. Trying to learn still. My rotation is working well so far. Of course, these guys are a bit under level, so not to challenge. So, I can to the left. I think we got spotted the thief here. Okay. Okay, what's going on here? Okay. Whoa. Yeah. Get him. Very nice. I'm impressed, little Whimpers. Oh my god. Quite aggressive little mutt. Been hiding that for a while. Those skills, I think. Yeah.
You must have struck fear into the heart of that.
Oh yeah, you bet we did. Okay, might I trouble you to gather up my lost supplies? Okay. Kill and collect. What is the sound? Yeah, it sounded like a word. Okay, take care of this one. We go with our defensive mariner here. Healer and tank as far as we played it. Okay, another bunch of scattered supplies here. Yeah, not very fond of this low life quests, but this is what you have to get used to. I'm not going to tell them that this will continue all the way. Free people of Middle Earth always seem to have some crappy gatherings things to do for the biggest heroes. But that's part of the play, eh? You need the XP, right? Yeah, so keeping up the crafting here with Grimnia as a scholar and Grimris as an explorer, and I'm still thinking of what I'm supposed to, or I want to do with the crafting profession when the Umbra releases, because you can change. You have 3 professions that you can use, and I'm still thinking of the best combination with what I've got here, and I don't want to put too much time into it, but I still want to get something out of it, and that's why I usually choose explorer and scholar. So, but what combinations can you put into? Now scholar has weaponsmith and farming, and explorer has tailoring and woodworking, maybe? Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. Not woodworking. It's
Thank you for this, my new friend.
Gathering wood.
I am in your debt.
Yeah. It's my honor to make your acquaintance, Grimris. You say your companions are nearby? I would join them at the fire if you think I would be welcome. If not, I will continue on my own. Of course you can join us, Borm. We have another longshank there, so... The man in the moon had silver shoon, and his beard was of silver thread, with opals crowned and pearls all abound about his girdle stead. You know, Master Tolkien did more than fantasy. I think a part of this is a song in The Hobbit, one of the dwarfs, the extended version. Mine elder leaps to feet.
Who have you found? Who comes so to our fire?
Oh, he's a bit suspicious, this Menelder, and we are suspicious about him, so I'm not sure yet who to trust. Now we have two longshanks and this Rohan girl. Yeah, I realized when checking out my stats now that
You may sit by our fire, Captain of Gondor.
nice
If you
level.
are willing to share with us your tale.
Yeah, I realized that agility is actually the main stat for the mariner. It's been a bit sloppy with checking out the stats. It's been so fun playing the class, I haven't really checked out the main stats, but it sounds more rational, of course, that the main stat should be agility. So now you're targeting agility items.
My reasons are my own, but I will tell you the tale, as much as your fire seems to earn.
I have seen larger, brighter and warmer, but this has proven a cold land and even a poor.
It was in the days of June that my father Denethor, the steward of Gondor, called his sons to the White Tower.
Huh? He thought our fire was poor. Yeah, we can see that he is from rich background with these halls. Long has my father kept watch upon the black lands of Mordor, and at his command the soldiers of Minas Tirith never relaxed their vigil. But could not have foreseen the onslaught from Mordor. A great force swept through Ithilien, driving our soldiers before it, and at Osgiliath we slowed its approach. Before and during the fighting, but neither my brother Farmer nor I could understand the meaning. There was something strange about the battle, my friends. There were strange omens. So we spoke of them to our father. Okay. Denethor, steward of Gondor, Boromir and Faramir. It means there are strange times in which we live, Boromir, but it may be a message. Speak to me not of fairy stories. We have always measured our strength by the bright sword and the sturdy shield. And so we will today. I'm sorry, Father. We mean not to question your wisdom, Father. This much is clear to me, my sons. Gondor is strong, but even Gondor cannot stand forever against such evil. Can it be that names out of legend may hold some key to defeating this enemy? Imladris, can it be? Let's see. My father is wise in ways I could never be, for I am in my very bones a fighting man. The stories with which I grew up shaped me to be this, but the steward of Gondor must be a learned man if he is to guide Gondor through such troubled times as these. What the name Imladris meant to my father, he would not say, only that it was a place far to the north where lived Elrond the Half-Elven, who was said to be the greatest of lore master of Middle-earth, canny and dangerous. Few or none in Gondor know where this place might be found, my father told us. So even if his brother Faramir volunteered, I knew the road would be full of danger, so he took the road and the journey for himself. He could hope to find the secret Dale and bring news back to Gondor. Ooh, nice. Rohan, West Emnet, Hall of Theoden, Meduseld. Nice view here. Amazing things they've done with the places in the game. Before I set forth, my father impressed upon me the secrecy. Enemies could lurk anywhere, my son, he told me. Remember that Gondor needs you. Return with the knowledge of the half-elven can provide as quickly as you can. So he took the west road leading through Rohan.
As is custom, I called upon Theoden, king of Rohan, upon arriving at his city.
So interesting what you get. We get this. I know we know everything about this, but the game is very good at showing the different perspectives from different persons, and we get to know some parts of the story that we're not shown in the book or in the movies. I like it a lot. Just wait for the next scene. It is Boromir, son of the steward of Gondor. He is known to Rohan and is a friend. Is that so? These are dangerous times, and friends must be judged more carefully than before. The king is indisposed, and will see no one today.
I was denied my audience with Theoden, but I did speak with others of his court.
So not even Boromir from the Minas Tirith steward was allowed.
Theoden's door ward is named Hammer. He seemed a good man. The man Grimnir had a foul look. I did not like him.
Worm tongue? Who can like worm tongue?
I know not what to make of Eowyn, the king's niece. Are all women of Rohan so eager to fight? I sparred for a time with Eomer, nephew of Theoden, a good man. May Theoden recover from his illness, but if he does not, Theodred will be a good king.
Yeah, and you know that Theodred
Could not tarry long at Edoras.
Theodred fell, you know, against some orcs. Ooh, who's this then? What errands bring you with such haste to my borders? My errands, it's an errand of some urgency for the kingdom of Gondor, but I should not speak of it. I see. There was a time when the wisdom of wizards was much sought after. I mean no offense. I fully understand neither the need for secrecy nor my journey's purpose. What power can there be in Imladris that might aid Gondor? Imladris. You seek the haven of Elrond Half-Elven? Why? I beg your pardon, my lord, but I have said too much already. Too much, and yet nothing at all, son of Gondor. But I will not let you pass Isengard without the benefit of my knowledge. The refuge you seek lies in a northern dale, guarded by sharp-eyed elves. If you plan to treat them with the discourtesy you have shown me, you had best turn around and save your own skin.
It has been said that wizards are quick to anger. Saruman, at least, did not prove an exception.
Yes. So he resumed his journey. He was already a long way from Gondor, but there was longer to go. Nice! So we got a little insight in this trip of his on his own here, Boromir.
Beyond the gap of Rohan, I saw no sign of trouble for countless miles.
But now you're in Tharbad. Slope to the ruins of Tharbad. I knew the river crossing would be difficult. I released my steed, setting his eyes toward the bountiful grasses of the Swanfleet before I left him, and I made the crossing myself. Shortly afterward, I was set upon by orcs, and that is when you found me, Grimris. Yes, and we helped you out for a small fee, a pocket item. Yeah, so now we go with the agility items then.
That is my tale. You have no doubt heard more exciting stories than this.
Yes, we have. Oh, the chanties of the seven seas. Alright, the words of Bregoleth. Looks like Meneldir wants.
Could I speak with you alone for a moment?
Ooh, interesting. What might you have to say? Oh, nice. Now we should go. Yeah, definitely. Cool down on advance. Tick down that one, because then we can get plus 50% on the lunge. Oh, and sweeping advance. 7 targets. It becomes an AoE skill. Very nice. I did not notice that. And on the bluish one, should we save? I'm still a bit split here. Torn. Should I save a couple of points and go for the yellow line? I have harder time to get a grip on the blue line, to be honest. I mean, steady in the south wind. Get a run speed buff for the fellowship or the raid. Yeah. Let's save it for a while and see.
I do not know if we can trust this captain of Gondor.
Okay.
Remember the words of Bregoleth.
She told us to guard our trust with care, for even seeming allies could harbor treachery in their hearts. Neither do I exclude Egfrit from this warning, but Boromir rode right by Isengard on his way north, and even admitted that he spoke with Saruman. Keep what we know to ourselves, and travel together, at least till we reach Breland. Alright. So we should show the map to Boromir and Egfrith and see what they have to say.
You've decided we should travel together.
He studies the map of all Cardoland. Yeah. So he's going further than the map can show. And can't. So yeah. When we draw near to Breland, maybe Meneldir will show him another map. But this map won't help him a lot at the moment. And Egfrit. Follow Meneldir until we find the ranges of the north, for Rohan lies withering while I am away, and if I cannot return with the thing I seek, I fear the kingdom will die. So these names are unfamiliar to her. Bormer is not the only one of us far from his homeland. Yeah, she seems to be willing just to follow our lead then. And so defeat more of the creatures that lie between us and the northern walls, and scout the way north. Alright, sounds like a plan. Can be exciting. A little fighting with the orcs, of course. See if Whimpers get another bite of them. Oh, and so let's kick some butt here. And now I'm let the Grimnia go first here, doing some of her collecting knowledge. Oh, Tharbad orc leader signature. Okay, let's go for it. See here what we can do. Yeah, fast, advance, back. See if we can go back to advance and launch. Yeah, perfect. It's working as intended. Nice. Cooldown. I could put that cooldown down 1 or 2 steps more, and then it will be quite a roll on the rotation, I think. So the gap in the wall should provide a good view. To the northwest you see activity among distant outbuildings of Tharbad. Yeah, I've actually been to those outbuildings between episodes and done a couple of quests. That's how I went from level 15 to 20 in between the sessions here. I spared you some what do we call it, on the way quests. This gap in the wall should provide a good view of the countryside. The rolling hills of Ruddymore could hide any number of dangers. Okay. Another. And another urn. So, 12 down, 2 spots scouted, and some old knowledge. Now we can leave. They are waiting.
And that is Tharbad behind us.
Yay. If the crossing of the Grave Flood proves the worst experience of our journey, I will count us as fortunate. I fear it will not be so, though it is likely to be the wettest. Did Tegwin dislike the damp and cold of the wade water? He is fortunate he had not the need to cross the Grave Flood, and under the watchful eye of his parents. It will be many years before he might. So, then will Egfrid's purpose be attained? We should go to Cardolan. Narandir, who will know the location of the chieftain of the Dunedain. Perhaps then, but we are not there yet. We must take one step at a time, lest we trip upon our own feet. Yeah. Okay, that silk robe could be colored into something nice in a later stage maybe. But we go for the stats.
Our first destination will be the town of Herna, a village of farmers and traders to the northwest.
Okay. The Crossway House, it was called, in the town of Herna. A tavern at Herna was a pleasant enough place. It's not compared to the Prancing Pony, but it will be nice enough. Let us be off. Okay. We are on the way. Nice. So, through these grasslands and rolling hills, we're trying our DPS out. A rudimental bull. Here, okay. Giving it a go with the DPS. We are squishy still, but we can handle quite a lot of hit points with that DPS. The air is silent, the wind still. Where are the guards? The man stares at you with suspicious eyes and hurries home. Like her neighbor, the woman glares at you and hurries home. Quite oh, here it is. Crossway House. And the moon and the stars. town of Herne. Something is going on. The inside of the inn is dark and quiet. Maddock, innkeeper. Let's start.
You and your friends might want to keep walking, stranger.
Oh, thank you. Nice hospitality. Something happened 4 nights ago. An evil passed through the center of Herne. No one knows exactly what it might have been, but every night since a terrible fear has seized the town. Old man Abertol says he saw something that night. Okay.
I have seen something like this before.
Something that filled man and horse with dread in Osgiliath. Terrible fear. We cast down the bridge behind us and only a few of us escaped. I should speak with the old man the innkeeper mentioned. Okay, he seems to know more, Boromir, about this.
I hope you won't use old Aberthol too harshly.
Mug of his favorite spiced beer. Nice. It may loosen his tongue. To be truthful, that is not usually a problem for our Abertol, but he might not want to speak about whatever happened to him that night. Then beer might make him more willing to talk to you. Yeah, cinnamon. Nice. Let's take a small sip, maybe.
You go with Boromir and Egfrith to speak with this man.
Yeah,
I will seek to learn more.
of course we will do. Maddock tells you how to find Aberthol's home in the northern part of the Herne. And here we are. Oh, he seems to have been around
Why have you come to bother me?
collecting
I speak to no one. Not since.
some stuffed animals. Why have you come to bother? Alright, let's give him some beer. How about this, old Aberthol? It's a cinnamon beer, specially spiced for you. He grins. Now that's different, he says. Okay, so now you might be able
I
to talk.
have not had any visitors in quite some time. What brings you to my home?
Yeah. I better know your names. Who are these companions you bring with you? So let's introduce them. This is Egfrith and Boromir. This woman is from Rohan. And this man is from Minas Tirith in Gondor. Alright?
Boromir, you say? And Egfrith?
I remember his sons both, he says here. The steward of Gondor. I will say no more of it. The elder of the two, but no, you travel in secret, it seems. A guard of the citadel, if not its captain in my own home, I can hardly believe it. Is Theoden still king of Rohan? It was a beautiful land, and it was stern but strong, loved by his people and respected by his foe. It must be still so. Okay, he's been around this man.
After the setting of the sun, I left my home to walk along the cobbled streets of Herne.
Okay, this will take some time to read. Back to his home, he's got a hard time sleeping. On that night, while strolling along the lane west of my home, smelling the night flowers and listening to the sound of frogs down by the riverbank, I could sense that something was different. Some wrongness in the air. My eye was drawn to that tree, and as I watched, I swear to you, a deeper shadow moved out from behind the trunk. It made a strange sound as it moved, whispering just beyond the edge of my hearing. It reminded me of being lost in a distant woods, or stalked by a dangerous creature I could not yet see, but it was no mountain lion. I drew on all my reserves of courage, I tell you, and I turned to run, but every muscle tensed. I knew it was too late. This one towered above me. Another one, second figure, come up behind on a great black steed, but I could not tell you how I had not heard the sound of its hooves on the cobbles as it approached. So I must have fainted then. A terrible sensation of dread has fallen upon Herne as the sun disappears beneath the horizon. Do you know what they were, friends? Has anything of this sort been seen in Gondor or in Rohan? What business could draw such terrible creatures to Herne? Yeah. Sounds like a terrible ghost story, and as mariners we are quite sensible to that stuff, you know. Horrible stuff.
What did you learn from the old man?
Okay, Maddock, I might ask you to open your doors to all townsfolk of Herne this evening. Some evil has left its mark upon the village, and I think it would be safer if the townfolk sheltered behind the strong walls of the Crossway house tonight. As for us, I think we should hunt some game. And this is the end of this episode. It will be an interesting night next episode. Thank you for watching. Take care now.
Baby!